What's up, YouTube? So a couple weeks ago, I am driving to a speech and I get pulled over for going 4 miles an hour above the speed limit. I know, right? And if you've ever been pulled over, you know there's this moment right after the cop tells you how fast you are going when he will make small talk while in his brain he is deciding how big of a ticket to give you. And this conversation is like being on a game show, like Deal or No Deal or something, because it's a lot of pressure on you, and if you say the wrong thing, that statement can be very expensive for you. So the cop is kind of leaning, through the passenger side door of my rental car, and he says, "So, what do you do for a living?" I'm like, "I'm a motivational speaker." He says, "Oh yeah? What kind of people do you speak to?" I'm like, corporations, conventions, banquets, schools, pretty much anybody who will listen to me. Did you like that that was my kind of like, I'm awkward in front of the cop smile, but I made a little joke. And then he says, "Oh yeah? Can you motivate me right now?" Now YouTube, as you know, I give motivational speeches for a living. So in my mind, what I wanted to say was, "Listen, officer, just because you get free donuts does not mean you get free motivational speeches." But my mother raised me to be respectful of authority figures, so instead I looked at him and I said, "I'm not so good at speaking to small audiences." He's like, "Oh, all right." And then he says, "Well, what do you give speeches about? What do you talk about in your speeches?" And I'm like, "I speak about overcoming adversity." And he says, "Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you off with a warning, and in that speech, you can tell everyone about how you overcame this speeding ticket." Victory! Let me say a few other things on the subject of transportation. Those of you who follow me on Twitter already know that I love public transportation, because the more people use it, the faster I can get places in my car. The other reason I love public transportation is because anytime a bus driver sees me standing by the side of the road, I don't care if there's not a bus stop for 10 miles, he or she will pull over and ask me if I need a ride somewhere. And that's why whenever anyone asks me for directions to a bus stop, I'm like, just follow me. I am like a human bus stop. I even have a built-in bench with my crutches. I'll show you. Ta-da! Yeah, bus drivers always pull over and offer me a ride, and motorists do the same thing. I go on a walk for exercise pretty much every day, and at least once a week, a total stranger will pull over to the side of the road and be like, "Hey, get in my car, let me give you a ride." I always say no thank you, unless, of course, they offer me free candy, because I do love candy. Alright guys, good to see you, hope you're well. Thanks for watching. We should hang out sometime. If you feel so inclined, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, please click on the box above so you don't miss any future videos. Peace!
A-M-P-U-T-E-E. Listen up, people, don't feel sorry for me. A-M-P-U-T-E-E. The glass is half full, yeah, I still got 3.